and it actually makes this seating area part of the seating area that we have here. So we're extending it. Plus, I can see Colin sitting here sipping his tea, curled up with a little blanket looking outside.
My dream.
It's a beautiful April weekend. There's nobody in the house at the moment, so we thought it may be good to actually do a little walkthrough while the house is empty. We've shown you where we were about 2 or 3 months ago, and a little bit has changed, so follow me and let's have a look. Woohoo! All right, the first thing that I wanted to show you is this wall. You may remember that we had stripped down the plasterwork from this wall to expose the brick behind it. Very unfortunate, the brick was in such bad condition that we had to make the decision to plaster this whole wall. Now, something else exciting is actually behind this wall. There's just a protective piece of wood over this at the moment, but a friend of ours who's a great artist started to draw, and Colin makes fun of me, a mural? A big painting. Anyway, and it's not finished yet, so we wanted to protect it, and so there's just a little bit of piece of wood on there at the moment. And if we're turning around, we're actually going up the stairway. You'll see where the old stained glass window used to be. This is about here. So we changed this. We showed this in another video with the window in the chapel, really just to bring way more light in this stairway that used to be quite dark. It's also a reason why the walls are white, to just really play with the light in here as well. Now, another thing that I can show you are these door frames that you see here. These door frames were actually put in about 1865. They were painted rather dark, and what we're doing at the moment is removing about 100 years worth of paint or so, bring it back down to the wood so that we can stain them a little bit lighter. Now, talking about colors, there's something else that I can actually show you. We just have to come down here. Now, this skirting board is actually not made from wood but stone, and somebody in their wisdom decided to paint the stone black. Now, what happened is that the paint color seeped into the stone. We tried whatever we can to remove it, it's just not possible. So now we will have to leave it black. It's not the worst thing, but just a little bit annoying. Another feature in this stairway is actually the ceiling. So when we're looking up, you'll see that we had to remove about 1.5 foot or so of the ceilings. That gave us the ability to create this beautiful curved shape, but it also gave us the ability to install the ley light. The ley light is a gift from me to Colin. It's got 2 different settings. One is just beautiful, just glow, and the other one is where the gift comes into place. This now lit up is actually Colin's star sign, so a little bit of our personality put into the castle. Welcome to the upstairs hall. We're already playing around with placement of furniture. We're not 100% sure if this furniture will stay. This is actually furniture that came from the castle, and Colin worked with Helen to reupholster this. It looks absolutely amazing and is usable again, which is nice. It's like I said, we're not 100% sure if we stay here. One of the features in this room is the only window that we have. It's a bay window overlooking the back garden. Now, interestingly enough, this is one of the only windows where you can actually see the back garden from. And we decided to make it really useful. And so one of the things that we discussed with the team is to build in what Colin calls a daybed. So think about it, a built-in sofa in a way, and we want to kind of slightly curve this in here to play with all the curves that we have within the castle as well. Make it a way wider kind of seat that you have in here that also allows us to hide the radiator behind me. And it actually makes this seating area part of the seating area that we have here. So we're extending it. Plus, I can see Colin sitting here sipping his tea, curled up with a little blanket looking outside. My dream. Be a dream. No, that's actually what we have. Now, when you look at the floors, we actually have 2 types of floors in here. We've got a herringbone wood floor in here. We, I think, have a video or short somewhere where we talk about this. And we do have some terracotta tiles in 2 or 3 different colors to just give this feeling of like an older or worn kind of like floor to match everything within the castle as well.
Okay, so this is a hallway that I'm really proud of. We did like a couple shorts about it, I think, before, but Tommy, our amazing carpenter, and I kind of worked together to figure out how we wanted to represent this side of Killoskehane, because back to my left is the Irish-inspired room, which is the largest room in the house. So we wanted this whole place to really kind of represent that feeling of the time period that Killoskehane was built, although it's a little bit after that time period, but it's got this kind of Gothic vaulted ceiling, and it's all curved. And this obviously none of this was here before, it was just a square hallway. And we're also playing with the arches that we have upstairs, which will kind of mirror that rounded arch of the daybed situation that we have of going over there. So let me show you though, something really cool. Just wait. Ta-da! So this turned out much better than I could have ever imagined. It's my play on kind of like shadow gap lighting, and I was very particular about how I wanted it, but it's been executed perfectly, and I just couldn't be happier. And I kind of like it because this is an old building. Yes, there's not straight lines down the hall for the floor for the tiles, but I like that quirkiness. And it just adds this like kind of moody appeal to this beautiful hallway. And again, it kind of emphasizes the shadows, to play with the shadows of the arches, to kind of create that feeling of maybe being in an older place. I'm trying to decide if this is going to be enough light at night. Maybe we'll show you at night and you can tell me, but I might need some ceiling lights to kind of help brighten it up a little bit. But ideally, I think this could probably work, but I just love it. I think it's so cool.
And what's the sign to the right, Colin?
Oh. It says, floor, wet paint, but can we just do like a little,
We can't walk in, you can open the door.
In. That's what I'm saying, we're just gonna give a sneak peek. So this is the Ireland-inspired bedroom. It's turning out 1,000 billion times better than I and Alex could have ever hoped. And so let's give you a little sneaky peek.
Yes, these are wet floors. They're just sealed in, but you see that the wood paneling is nearly done, which is absolutely great and amazing. And no, that's fine. And you see, actually, we've got the inlaid Killoskehane tartan carpet as well. It's really great. I can't wait to show you guys. Another feature within this room is actually this archway. This archway is not 100% or strictly needed anymore, but we wanted to really kind of like showcase the separation of this room. And there will be a video where we're talking about what we're going to do, and we're basically just waiting for materials. So stay tuned, as I say, it will be very exciting. This side of the hallway is actually more for walking through to the bedrooms. So you see the doors to lead into the hallway from the stairway just here. You've got like a living area, and you've got really just the actual hallway area here as well. And when I'm standing here, you basically have two different hallways. You've got what we call the Irish hallway. We have a little video where we're talking about the different arches, and I think Colin is actually talking about this in a little time as well. And on the other side, we've got the French hallway, what we call the French hallway as well. Slightly different from each other because they're also leading to different rooms. Another piece that I wanted to showcase is this door that was closed off. Instead of closing the whole thing off, we decided to make this actually a shelf. Useful because we put an antiqued mirror behind it to really bounce the light off. And in here, I've got yet another thing that I love to do, which is a little hidden compartment. I can actually remove this lower shelf, if I can get it out, and expose, a random kind of like hidden compartment, which I think will be very exciting for Easter egg hunts. So not really useful, but there we are. Now, in France, we're nearly finished. We're actually at the exciting part where we are deciding what kind of furniture comes into this room and what colors really complement the wall colors that we have here. So you see that we've got the bed in. Not everything is 100%, but we're getting there. The last piece that we're actually building in, I'm very excited about, is in the French living room. In here, we're actually building a wet bar. There used to be another door for the Jack and Jill bathroom to the Irish bathroom from this room. So there are all pipes and stuff in there. A wet bar basically means you have a sink, you can get some water, you can basically fill a kettle, have your coffee, or whatever you want. We are also going to extend the bar over to the side to hide the radiators in here. I think this will be done maybe next week, maybe the week after, and then we'll do a full reveal video of the French suite.